Payday, fee-free overdraft. No monthly fee. Chime.
And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to Fenway Park in Boston, where the What If Project takes another step. As tonight, the 1978 Major League Baseball season will try to go where the 2023 modern day baseball goes with their playoff system, because there were such good races in 1978, including the Boston Red Sox getting to the one-game playoff, losing in one game, and not making the postseason. So, for those who are here, this is the American League bracket as we'll have it. The number one seed are the New York Yankees. The number two seed are the Kansas City Royals. They are the winners of their divisions. They will have byes. The number three seed are the Boston Red Sox, the most wins from a non-playoff team. The fourth seed are the Milwaukee Brewers. The fifth seed are the Baltimore Orioles. The sixth seed are the California Angels. So this is going to be a best of three, all at Fenway Park, Angels versus Red Sox. This is game number one. And then in the other series, it will be a three-game series from County Stadium. The Baltimore Orioles take on the Milwaukee Brewers. And then we'll go to the National League. The number one seeds are the Los Angeles Dodgers. The number two seed is the Philadelphia Phillies. Number three seed are the Cincinnati Reds. The fourth seed are the San Francisco Giants. The fifth seed are the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the sixth seed is the San Diego Padres. So it will be the San Diego Padres taking on the Cincinnati Reds, best of three at Riverfront Stadium. And then it will be the Pittsburgh Pirates taking on the San Francisco Giants, a best of three at Candlestick Park. With, again, we'll reseed once the playoffs are over. We'll play a lot of these offline, but we'll get a lot of big games in for you guys at home. So again, this is another little what if project we'll play on the side. We're not going to roll our own dice. We're going to let the computer do everything. I will see what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to let kind of watch and announce.
Yeah, under the country
so
one.
Let's find out here. We'll put the computer on both modes here and play ball from Fenway. So here is the California Angel lineup. Rick Miller in center. Carney Lansford batting second at third. Lyman Bostock batting third, gets a chance to play in the playoffs. Don Baylor batting fourth, the designated hitter. Batting fifth, Joe Rudy. Batting sixth is Ron Fairley. Batting seventh, the catcher, Brian Downing. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Bobby Grich. And batting ninth is Dave Chalk. The Red Sox defense is Yastrzemski, Wynn, Evans, all ones. It's Hobson, Burleson, Remy, and Scott. And then it's Carlton Fisk behind the plate. And on the mound for game number one, Dennis Eckersley. We'll be playing with non-ballparks, non-clutch, all that stuff. Basic Stratomatic Super Advanced rules are in play. Let's do this from Fenway. It's Eckersley taking on the former Red Sox, Rick Miller. So again, Carlton Fisk shows the target. Dennis looks in, and the pitch. First pitch of the ball game. And that's a walk to Rick Miller. So Rick Miller will walk to start the game. So now here's Carney Lansford. So Miller is on. So the Angels got the first runner on here. So Fisk puts down the target. Eckersley looks in. Runner on first. Nobody out. And the pitch. Miller got picked off. How about that? Eckersley stepped off and through. Scott applies the tag, and out he goes. So out number one. Well, let's make sure there's a pick off on Rick Miller's card, because you cannot get picked off, in my opinion, if you don't have a pick on your actual card. We'll replay that if need be. So the official looking at it, there is a pick. He went for a steal, even though he was starred 2-5 and he was picked on a 6-12. Not a good decision by Rick Miller there. So now we'll go to Carney Lansford. He'll be a Red Sox at some point. He was a 294 hitter, 8 home runs, 52 RBIs, right-handed hitter. Fisk puts on the target. Eckersley looks in. Here's the pitch to Carney Lansford. And that's a fly ball left field. Yastrzemski there makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. And now here is a very good player. His name is Lyman Bostock, 296 hitter, 5 home runs, 71 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter. Fisk puts down the target. Eckersley looks in. Here's the pitch to Lyman Bostock. And that is a ground ball second. Remy's got it. 2-16. Throws, got him, and that ends the first inning. So we played 1/2 inning of play. California nothing. Boston coming up the bat. 1978 League Division Series here on the Sports Time Machine.
Yeah.
Again, this is the ALDS. Next ALDS series is the Milwaukee Brewers and the Baltimore Orioles. That'll be an evening game. These are the day games here. First game. We'll be back again as a night game for game 2 of this series. So now we go into the bottom half of the first inning for the Red Sox. Here is young Jerry Remy. 278, 2 homers, 44 RBIs. Not as good hitter against left-handed pitching. On the mound for the Angels is Frank, 18-12, 3.65 ERA. Rudy, Miller, Bostock, Lansford, Chalk, Rich, Fairley, Downing is the catcher, and Tanana is your pitcher. Downing puts down the target. Here's the pitch from Tanana. And that will be a base hit right field for Remy. So Remy knocks it through the right-hand side. He's on. And now we'll see if Jerry Remy runs. Run first, nobody out. Here's Rick Burleson. 248 hitter, 5 home runs, 49 birdies. Downing sets the target. Tanana looks in. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch, and Remy was trying to run, but he'll stay there. Downing puts down the target. Tanana from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And I think he put on by. He did. The runner will go to second. Nice sacrifice bunt by Rick Burleson. So the Rooster lays one down. So Don Zimmer playing a little National League ball. Here the fans are yelling MVP, and here's Jim Rice. 315 hitter, 46 home runs, 139 RBIs. Once the votes are tallied, he should be your American League most valuable player. Right-handed hitter. Downing the target. Tanana looks in. Runner on second. 1 out. Pitch to Rice. And that is going to be a line drive caught by Gorich. There's 2 outs. So now here is the guy making his postseason. He's going to try to get to his actually got to the 67 World Series. So here's Carl Yastrzemski. So Yastrzemski, 277 hitters, 17 homers, 81 RBIs. Left-handed hitter holding that bat up high. Bats against the left-hander Tanana. Downing sets the target. Tanana looks in. Here's the pitch to Yastrzemski. And that will be a base hit for Yaz. That will go all the way to the wall. Remy will score. Yaz with a stand-up double. And the Sox lead it 1-0. So a good start for the Sox. RBI double for Yaz. And now here's the catcher, Carlton Fisk. 284, 2088 on the season. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana the left-hander, runner on second, 2 out, pitch to Fisk. And that will be a fly ball left field. Play by Rudy. Rudy's there, should make the catch, and does. Red Sox get a run on 2 hits. We played 1. ALDS 1978. Boston 1. California nothing. Here we go. Doug Hunt. How are you, my friend? Welcome aboard again. Again, for those who are not here, probably finishing our JL's matchup, we are doing a modern-day look of the 1978 postseason. This is going to be Red Sox Angels, and then the Brewers will play the Orioles, with the Yankees and Royals receiving the bye in the American League. Dodgers and Phillies get the byes in the National, while the Reds play the Padres, the Pirates play the Giants. Again, this is a best of 3 at the same home park. So there we go. As a little, we bring everyone up to speed. Here is Don Baylor. So Baylor comes up top second, Hall of Fame type player, 255, 34, 99. Fisk sets the target. Eckersley looks in. Here's the pitch. And that will be a struck him out. Eck gets a big strikeout. There's one away. Here is Joe Rudy. Sorry, sound like RJL. 256 hitters, 17 homers, 79 RBIs. Fisk puts down the target. Eckersley looks in. The big leg kick. Pitch to Rudy. 5-5 ground ball short. Burleson, he should get it. He throws it. Got him for a second quick out of the inning. So now here's Ron Fairley. He's your elder first baseman, 217, 10 homers, 40 RBIs, gets the start at first base. 2 outs here in the second. Fisk sets the target. Eckersley looks in, and the big leg kick and the pitch. That will be a deep drive, left center field. Back goes Lynn. Looks up, and it is gone. So Ron Fairley, one of the veterans on this team, touches them all. We're tied at 1. So the Angels not going away quietly. It's 1-1 here in the second. So now here's the catcher, Brian Downing, 255, 746. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley, the big leg kick, and the pitch. 6-7, ground ball second. Remy's got it. He gets it, throws him out to end the inning. But California gets one back. Home run by the veteran Ron Fairley. We go to the bottom of the second. It is tied at 1. So now here's the first baseman, George Scott, who followed by Fred Wynn and then Dwight Evans. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in. The big pitch from Tanana to Scott. 5-8 popped up shortstop. Chalk calls everyone off, makes the catch, 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Freddie Lynn, 298, 22, 82 for the year. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in, and here's the pitch to Lynn, lefty to lefty. That's a ground ball to short. Chalk has it, throws it across the diamond, and there's 2 outs. Here is the right fielder, Dwight Evans, youngster right fielder, 247 hitter, 24 and 63. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in. Here's the pitch to Evans. That will be a ground ball second. Rich has got it. Does he make the play? Tough play. That's an infield hit. Rich cannot get to it, and Evans will get the first. So we'll bring up Butch Hobson. So it will reset the Red Sox lineup heading to the third. So Hobson hitter, 250, 17 homers, 80 ribbies. Runner up first, 2 outs. Game tied at 1. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana from the stretch. Evans probably not going anywhere. Here's the goalie, May. And Evans goes to second. How about that? They call a balk on Tanana. So Evans goes to second. Tanana couldn't believe it. Runner on second, 2 outs. Hobson has a runner in scoring position. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana from the stretch looks in. Here's the pitch to Hobson. That will be a fly ball left field. Tough play for Rudy. He comes in, should make this catch, and does. Red Sox strand a runner. We go to the third. It's 1-1. We go to the top of the third. Tied at 1. Computer is managing both teams. I'm your Keith Jackson for the call of the game today. Bobby Grich is your batter. 251 hitter, 6 homers, 42 RBIs. Not a great year for Bobby. He would have a much better one in the next season. Fisk puts down a sign. Eck looks in. Here's the pitch. That will be a struck him out. That big slider from Eck went away. Here's Dave Chalk. He's our shortstop, 253. Home run, 34 ribbies. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in. With the big leg kick, here's the pitch to Chalk. And that's a popped up to first. He just missed it. Scott there makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's former Red Sox Rick Miller. He walked his first time up. Top of the third, 2 outs, game tied at 1. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in, the big leg kick, and the pitch to Rick Miller. And that'll be a ground ball to second. Remy's got it, goes to Scott, and the Angels go 1, 2, 3. Let's head to the bottom of the third. We're tied at 1. Here's the second baseman, Jerry Remy. He singled and scored the lone Red Sox run his last time up. Again, Remy doesn't hit as good against left-handed pitching. Boy, when they get a righty in there, this team is going to be tough to beat. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in, and the pitch to Remy. And that'll be a base hit for Remy. So Remy is on. So he gets another hit. That's 2 hits versus the lefty. So now let's see what the Red Sox do. Here's a shortstop, Rick Burleson. Sacrifice, bunt his last time up. Downing puts down the target. Tanana looks in from the stretch. And another bunt by Burleson or hit and run. It's going to be a fly ball left field. Rudy is there. Does he make the catch? He comes in, puts up the glove, makes the catch, and Remy will have to hold. Hit and run by Rick Burleson. So Remy had to scoot back. Here's Jim Rice. Again, fans yelling MVP, MVP. He's 0 for 1, lined out his first time up. Game tied at 1. Game 1 ALDS. Games 2 and 3 will be right here at Fenway. That's the home field advantage. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And a stolen base for Remy. So Remy gets the stolen base. Runner on second and 1 out. And he gets a jump. So Remy's on. He stole it right off Downing, I bet. Tanana tried to keep him close, but Downing did not get a good throw. Runner on second, 1 out. So Red Sox again resorting some National League ball here. Downing puts the target down. Tanana from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Rice. And that ball is deep left field. That's trouble to the triangle. Off. Miller goes off away from him. Rice to first. Goes to second. Or goes Rice to third. Makes it standing. RBI triple. Jim Rice. Red Sox lead 2-1. So Rice on at third with 1 out. And here's Yastrzemski. RBI doubles last time up. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana from the stretch. The Angels playing the infield in, trying to cut an early runoff. Pitch to Yaz. And that's a strikeout for Tanana. So with 2 outs, here's Carlton Fisk. Rice on at third. 2 out. Red Sox lead by 1, 2-1. Out hitting the Angels 5-1. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Fisk. That will be a base hit for Fisk. Knocks in Rice. Red Sox tack another one on. They lead it 3-1. So the Red Sox lead it 3-1 here in the third. Red Sox faithful on their feet and loud here. So George Scott, the batter. Downing puts down the target. Tanana from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Scott. And that will be a single to left field. Fisk will hold on. Red Sox still got this inning going. First and second, 2 outs. And here's Freddie Lynn. Grounded out his first time up. Tanana looks to be in trouble here. 2 outs in the third. Red Sox ready with 7 hits. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Lynn. That will be a fly ball right field. Bostock is there. Makes the catch. And the Sox are done. They strand 2, but they get 2. We head to the fourth. It's 3-1 Red Sox as we go to the top of the fourth. Good ball game so far. Game 1, 1978 ALDS revisited as we're trying to go modern baseball playoffs for this great 1978 season. Lansford, the batter, flied out his first time up. Fisk puts down the target. Eckersley looks in. High leg kick. Here's the pitch. That will be a struck him out. Big strikeout for Eck. That's number 3. So here's Lyman Bostock. Rounded out his first time up. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in. Here's the pitch to Bostock. That will be a line drive right at Remy, out number 2. 2 outs in the fourth. Here's Don Baylor. 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. 2 outs, top of the fourth. Sox lead 3-1. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in with the big windup. That's Don Baylor. And that is a ground ball in a second. Remy to Scott. 3 up, 3 down, go to Halos. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-1 Boston. Boston, 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Halos, 1 run on 1 hit. Bottom of the fourth here in Fenway. Evans, Hobson, and Remy, the bat in the fourth. Downing puts down the target. Tanana looks in, nods. Here's the pitch from the big left-hander. That's a strikeout for Tanana. Tanana, 137 strikeouts. He was feeling some arm issues at this point in his career. Boy, did he have a couple great years of strikeouts. Your bottom of the fourth, Red Sox still lead by 2, out hitting the Angels 7-1. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in. The big wind-up in pitch to Hobson. And that ball is deep, far, and doink off the wall. Rudy plays the hop. Hobson will go to second standing. It's a double for Butch Hobson off the monster. Runner on second now, 1 out. Sox by a pair. Remy up 2 for 2 and 2 runs scored. He makes this Red Sox lineup go. Rest in peace, JR. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana from the stretch. Runner on second. Here's a pitch to Remy. Remy is a line drive. Gritch. Oh, caught Hobson. He caught Hobson looking. Hobson got caught off the bag, and that is a double play to end the inning. No runs, a hit. Hobson doubled off. Let's head to the fifth. 3-1 Red Sox. So far, the Angels 1 run on 1 hit. The Sox 3 runs on 8 hits. Again, it is the California Angels trying to get the win here. If they lose this one, it goes to Mike Torres versus Nolan Ryan in game number 2. So let's get here. So it's going to be Rudy, Fairley, and Downing here in the 5th. Eckersley looking strong. Fisk puts down the sign for him. Eckersley looks in. High leg kick. Here's the pitch. And that's a ground ball to third. Hobson's got it. Throws a strike to Scott. There's one away. So here's Ron Fairley. He has the only hit in the ball game. That was a long home run his first time up. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in. Here's the pitch to Ron Fairley. And that will be a base hit for Fairley. Both hits of the ball game is by Mr. Ron Fairley. So now here's Brian Downing. He's 0 for 1. He brings the tying run to the plate. Top of the 5th, 1 out. Red Sox fans getting loud. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley working from the stretch. Fairley not a threat going. Here's the pitch. That will be a fly ball shallow left. Yastrzemski in makes the catch, and Fairley will scoot back. Here's the second baseman, Robert Bobby Grich. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Eckersley struck out 3, walked 1, given up 2 hits so far, through 4 2/3. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in. Runner on first and 2 out, and the pitch to Grich. That will be a long drive, left field. Lynn goes back, doink, off the wall. Fairley goes in. No, he gets thrown out at the plate. How can they run Ron Fairley there? So Ron Fairley going all the way on it. He went past his third base coach, and he headed home, and Fisk applied the tag, and you're out of there. So it ends the inning. So the home plate umpire in this one, Larry Barnett, just threw him out, called him the thumb, and Suya called him out. That was an 8-6-2. So Lynn to Burleson, a perfect throw back to Fisk, applies the tag, great coverage at the plate, and he was out of here. So the Angels run themselves out of an inning. I probably would have kept them there. But they decided they want to be aggressive and go, and they threw them out by a mile. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 3-1 Red Sox. Let's see what happens here. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in. Here's the pitch to Burleson. And that'll be ground ball second. Grich has it. That's a tough play for Grich, and he makes the play. Good play by Bobby Grich. 1 out in the 5th. The Angels ran themselves out of an inning in a playoff game. Remember that. That could come back and haunt them here. You only get 2 chances of losing an ALDS, and all the games are played in the ballpark of the home team. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in, and the pitch to Rice. And Rice fouls it behind the plate. Downing waits, comes back to the screen, makes the catch. 2 outs. 2 outs in the 5th. Here's Yastrzemski, 1 for 2, a double and a strikeout. Yastrzemski steps in, the number 8 facing you. Big, high bat he has. Tanana, the left-hander Yastrzemski. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in, gets it. Here's the pitch from Tanana to Yastrzemski. Struck him out looking. So, Yaz, watch called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, go to Red Sox. Let's head to the 6th. We're halfway through. 3-1 Boston. Boston, 3 runs on 8 hits. The Angels, 1 run on 3 hits. Top of the 6th, ALDS 1978. Good ball game so far here in Fenway. So still here at the ballpark. Those who are here, please like, subscribe, so you're here so you know notifications. I appreciate everyone who does that. Hopefully we had a really nice showing for Monday Night Baseball last night. Next Monday, it will be in the New York Yankees taking on the Baltimore Orioles. I'm going to try my best and stay with the Monday night format and do my other things on the channel. One thing I was thinking of on the way home from the store tonight is that 1978 season and what would happen if there was an expanded playoff. So here we go. We're going to try this and see what happens. Because that way the Red Sox will play the Yankees in an ALCS if it comes down that way. So let's see if we get it. 3-1 in the sixth. Fisk puts down the target. Eckersley working the top of the sixth against Dave Chalk in the pitch. That will be a strikeout. Eckersley caught the inside corner. Strikeout number 4. And now here's Rick Miller, the former Sox, walked and ground out. Angels with 3 hits. Red Sox with 8. 3-1 ball game. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in. The big leg kick to Rick Miller. And that will be a fly ball center field. Lynn's there, makes the catch, 2 outs. Like I summed up in the beginning, the Red Sox outfielders are all ones. Yastrzemski, Lynn, and Evans are all 1-rated outfielders. This is an excellent Red Sox team. They have 4, 5 ones altogether, along with Remy and Scott being 2s. Say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. They have 2 2s in Remy and Scott. And then they have, unfortunately, have a 2. They have a 2 in Remy and an awful 4 for Burleson. So you don't want him. I almost want to make a judgment call and pull Hobson out of the game for a defensive replacement if we get late in the game, and I might do that. 3-1, 6, 2 outs. Here's Lansford. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in here. Here's the big leg kick and pitch to Lansford. That will be a ground ball to short. Burleson's got it, throws to Scott, and the Angels are down 1, 2, 3. Halo's running out of time. We go to the bottom of 6. It's 3-1 Red Sox. So now it will be Fisk, Scott, Lynn, right, left to take on Frank Tanana. Downing puts down the target. Tanana looks in, and the big pitch to Fisk. That will be a foul. Oh, foul out. No injury, luckily. Thank goodness. One away. Here's George Scott. Probably should be injuries in this kind of playoff, so I want to put that on. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in, and the pitch to Scott. 3-4, ground ball to short. Chalk picks it up, throws across the fairway, and there's 2 outs. So now 2 outs, and here is the center fielder, Frederick Lynn. 2 outs and a 6 for the young center fielder from Southern California. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. He has grounded out and flied out. Downing puts down the sign. Tanana looks in, lefty to lefty. Here's the pitch to Fred. 6-4, ground ball to short. Chalk has it. He's going to have to make a tough play. Throws, got him. Good play by Chalk, and we go to the 7th. Head to the 7th, 3-1 Red Sox. Red Sox 3 runs on 8 hits. The Angels 1 run on 3 hits. We play the top of the 7th inning.
In this one,
and it's a fun one here at the Fens. So hopefully we have some great baseball still to come as we are playing American League Division Series if the playoff system was what it is now in baseball. So Lyman Bostock, great player, followed by Baylor and Rudy, taking on Eckersley here in the visiting 7th. Angels down to their last 9 outs. Don't want to go down 1-0 in a best-of-3 series. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in, and the leg kick. Here's the pitch. Ground line. That is a fly ball. That is caught, and it's a pop-up to the second baseman, Remy. 1 out in the 7th. There's Baylor, 0 for 2. Strikeout and ground out. Eckersley's only given up 3 hits in 6 1/3 innings. Fisk puts down the target. Eckersley looks in, and the pitch to Baylor. And that is a ground ball to third. Hobson throws it across to Scott. There's 2 outs in the 7th. Boy, Dennis Eckersley just been strong today. And here's Joe Rudy. That's the thing. The Angels they got 3 lefties in the lineup, and Eckersley is a very lethal pitcher against right-handed pitching. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in, the big leg kick and pitch to Rudy. And that's a ground ball to third. That could be trouble. Hobson got it. Does he throw? No, he cannot make the play. Hobson is a liability out there with that elbow of his. So Rudy's on at first. 2 outs. 3-1 Red Sox. So now Ron Fairley, who has had 2 of the 3 Angel hits, gets a chance to bat. with the time runners on. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in from the stretch. Rudy to take the lead. And it is hit. I mean, hit with a pitch. Eckersley can't believe it. He hit him with a pitch. Doink. And now it's 2-on. And the California Angels of all teams bring the time runner to play. Top of the 7th, ALDS. Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley works from the stretch. 2-on, 2-out, pitch to him. And they'll go to a pinch hitter in the 7th inning. So they get rid of Downing, and they'll go to Tony Salita, 223 hitter, 1 home run, 14 RBIs. I probably would have kept the better hitting Downing in, but we'll see what they do. Then again, you're playing the percentages on getting it off Eckersley's card. So Fisk goes out and talks to Eck a little bit, comes back, puts the tools of ignorance back on, flashes him the sign, and Eckersley gets it.
I think when the one person marked one.
Eckersley working from the stretch. He gets it. Big leg kick from Eckersley and the pitch to Salita. That's popped up the first. Scott's there, makes the catch. And that will do it. 7th inning stretch here at Fenway. 3-1 Red Sox. So it's Evans, possibly to me a pinch hitter, and then Remy to bat for Boston. That will be the opportunity for me to get rid of Hobson at third. 3-1 Boston 7th, and Evans will be the batter. So again, good ball game here. And again, this is the American League Division Series, game number 1. So now batting again. We take a minute here. And we Evans, 1 for 2, single back in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Tanana still working strong. He's given up 8 hits through 6 innings. Red Sox lead 3-1. New catcher, Terry Humphreys, your catcher.
Yeah.
Humphrey puts down the sign. Tanana looks in, and the pitch. That will be a base hit for Dwight Evans. Now let's see what Boston does. I'm going to use one of my audibles here. So let's see. Will they go to Frank? I think you go to Frank. Let's go to Frank Duffy here. So Frank Duffy will come out and bat, and he will be the new third baseman. So Frank Duffy is going to be the new third baseman. So he comes in. He's a 260 hitter, no home runs, 4 RBIs, hits better against left-handed pitching. Runner on first, nobody out. Humphrey puts the target down. Tanana working from the stretch. The pitch to Duffy. And they whip the 2nd. So a stolen base for Dwight Evans. How about that? So let's see if Frank Duffy lays a bunt down with a 2-run lead here. Humphrey puts down the target now. Tanana looks like a little bit upset now from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And they do bunt. They go third. Not in time. So they get the runner out at first. Evans will go to third. And a nice play. So now 1 out in the 7th. Here is Remy. 2 for 3. 2 runs scored. He lined out and knocked off Hobson off second base back in the 4th. But he's had 2 hits. Remy, a huge insurance run in the 7th inning with Evans run at third. Infield still in for the Halos. Humphrey puts down the sign. Tanana working from the stretch. Runner on third, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And time is called, and it's a balk. It's another balk on Tanana, and it's 4-1 Red Sox. How about that? Here's the pitch to Remy. And that's a fly ball right field. That would have scored the run anyway. Bostock with the catch, and there's 2 outs. Tanana looked visibly upset. Here's Burleson now. He is 0 for 2 in the ball game with a bunt. Humphrey sets the target. Tanana looks in, and the pitch to Burleson. And that will do it with a strikeout for Frank Tanana. Red Sox get a huge insurance run. We head to the 8th. Boston 4, Angels 1. Boston 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Angels 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Top of the 8th as we go ALDS with the new playoff system here in the 8th inning. And all 3 games are here at Fenway. If Boston can win 2 out of 3, they will move on to the next round and most likely go to Kansas City. And that would be some series. So
Dang.
So now we go to Bobby Grich. 4-1 in the eighth. Eckersley still in there. Has been awesome. Fifth sets the target. Eckersley looks in the leg kick and pitch, and they will go to Danny Goodwin. So Grich is going to be bunted for. Goodwin, a 276 hitter, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. He's got power against a Ray. This could be interesting. So Eckersley looks in. Here's the pitch to Goodwin. And that's a fly ball center field. Lynn is there, makes the catch, and there's one away. So now here's the shortstop, Dave Chalk. Fisk puts this target down. Eckersley looks in, and the big leg kick pitch to Chalk. And that's a strikeout for Eckersley, his 5th of the game. Red Sox fans just on their feet letting this soak in. Rick Miller, 2 outs in the 8th. He's 0 for 2 with a walk back in the 1st inning. Fisk puts down the sign. He knows Eckersley has this. Big leg kick and the pitch to Rick Miller. And that's a ground ball to short. Burleson's got it across the diamond. Play the end of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 4-1 Boston. So 4-1 Boston, bottom of the 8th inning. Red Sox are 1 inning away from winning a crucial game 1. So now here's Jim Rice. Rice followed by Yastrzemski and Fisk.
Oops.
4-1. Humphrey puts the sign down for him. Tanaka looks in. Here's the pitch to Rice. 1-6, and that's a line drive base hit for Rice. So Rice with base hit number 2, and here's Yastrzemski. 1 for 3, a couple strikeouts. Humphrey puts down the signs for him. Tanana working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Yaz. And that's a ground ball to third. That's Lansford. Let's see if they can turn 2. And no, they can only get the full. They can only get the lead. They can only get the runner at first. It was a very hard. It was a very. It was not a hard hit ball. Lansford felt. He felt the only play he had was the first. So runner on second, 1 out, bottom 8. Red Sox with a huge another insurance run at second. Here's Fisk. 1 for 3, RBI single back in the 3rd inning. And the Red Sox 2-run third. Red Sox lead by 3. Last of the 8th and 1 out. Humphrey puts down the sign. Tanana working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That will be a base hit right field. Bostock comes through, throws home, not in time. Fisk takes second base. Or did they get the sense? They did. They did throw him out. Holy cow. Rice is out the plate. Great throw by Bostock. So Bostock came up chucking. Humphrey blocked the plate, and he tagged him as he came through. So another man thrown out the plate as Fisk takes second base. Fisk out at second and 2 outs. 4-1 Red Sox. Humphrey puts down the sign. Donata working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Scott, and they intentionally walk George Scott. First and second, 2 outs for Freddie Lynn. Lefty on lefty here. Humphrey puts down the sign. Tanana working from the stretch. First and second, 2 outs, and the pitch. That will be a ground ball to first. Fairley takes to the bag himself, and that will end the inning. We head to the top of the 9th. That's 4-1 Boston. So now Frank Duffy does take over and play third base. He's at 3.20, little better than Thompson. Top of the 9th, 4-1 Red Sox are 1 win away from winning a crucial game 1 here at the 1978 ALDS game number 1. So for the Angels, Lansford, Bostock, Baylor against Eckersley. It's a 4-1 ball game. Fisk sets the target. Eckersley looks in, and the pitch to Lansford. That is a fly ball left field. 1 out, Yastrzemski. 2 more outs away. Red Sox fans going ape here in Fenway. Lyman Bostock the batter. 0 for 3 in the ball game. Fisk sets the target. Eckersley looks in, gets it. Here's the pitch to Bostock. And that's a fly ball. He swung at ball 4. Fly ball to right. Evans there makes the catch, and that's 2 outs. Fans now just going crazy. They're clapping. 2 outs in the 9th, and here is Don Baylor. Can Don Baylor extend this game, or the Angels go down 0-1? Fisk puts down the sign. Eckersley looks in, gets it. pitches to Baylor, and ground ball the second. Remy to Scott. Ball game. Red Sox win game 1, 4-1. A 3-hitter for Dennis Eckersley. Wow, what a performance by that. So a big win there. 9 innings, 3 hits, 1 run it's earned, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. He is your game 1 most valuable player. Home run, Ron Fairley. He hit that in the top of the second, tied the game. Then the Red Sox came back with 2 of their own in the third and 1 in the seventh. Red Sox going away, winning 4-1. Red Sox 4-11-1. The Angels 1-3-0. Game 1, American League Division Series. What if championship series goes to the Sox? So now they'll go to game 2, and I'll be Nolan Ryan taking on Mike Torres. Stay tuned to my channel. Please keep it subscribed. I will put up highlights if need be, or possibly play games under recording, and probably come back live another time with this series and play some of these offline. But the winner of this one is the Red Sox, 4-1, and they take a 1-0 lead. I want to thank everyone for coming. Me and Doug Hunt and anyone else that will show up today and watch. I appreciate you coming in. Again, this is Sports Time Machine presenting an ALDS 1978 What If Project. Please come again. Please watch this as the Boston Red Sox win it by the score of 4-1. Thank you for coming in, folks. We'll see you again. And, of course, have a great rest of your evening.